So to answer this question, we need to use the fact that 1 over x to the power of a equals x to the power of minus a, and we need to use the fact that x to the power of a over b is equal to b root x to the power of a. So looking at question 1, we're dealing with a reciprocal. Reciprocals are negative indices, so a should just give me x to the power of minus 6. B. Here we're dealing with a root. A root indicates a fraction. The denominator of the fraction is always given by the root. The numerator is given by the power inside here, so that's 1 over x to the power of 5. That is a 5 there. Okay, so 3x to the power of 4. Just to help us with this, we could consider this as 3 times 1 over x to the power of 4. Only reason I'm doing this is this will help later. So that becomes 3 times, because we've got a reciprocal, it's a negative index, and so it's a negative index to the power of minus 4. Finally, d on the top row. So d, it's a root, so we're going to deal with a fraction. The numerator is the power of x, the denominator is the root, so we get x to the power of 3 over 7. Looking at the second row now, e, and this is where writing this reciprocal separately can help. If we consider this as actually 3 over 2 times x, 1 over x squared, we can see that actually what we get is 3 over 2 x, and because this is a reciprocal, we're using a negative index, so x to the minus 2. And it just helps avoid errors. Remember that the 2 isn't to the power of the 2 here, so these are just constants, and so they remain in a fraction. F, just make it clear that we understand when we're talking about a coefficient of a root and actually the base of the root. So in f, what we're dealing with here is 6. It is a root, so we've got x. The numerator will be this 9, so that's the power of x. And then the denominator is what are we doing here as a root. Now, when there's no actual value here, that is assumed to be a square root, so it's a 2. So we get 6x to the power of 9 over 2. G, what we have here, you may want to do this in a couple of stages. It's completely up to yourself. What we have is this is 5 to the power of, dealing with the root first of all, that would be x to the power of a half. And now, because that's a reciprocal, it's a negative index, so we get x to the power of minus a half. Finally, h. The 2 can come out separately as a coefficient in a moment, but what we can do is we can think about this being 1 over the root of x to the power of, numerator is 5, denominator is 3, so this becomes 2 to the power of x to the power of minus 5 over 3.